Hi everyone, welcome back to Essie Cooks. In this video, we're gonna make a delicious Greek cabbage salad. This is so good, especially if you want a cabbage salad that doesn't have mayo in it. Even if you like that, you're gonna love this one. If you love any kind of a Greek salad, it's such a great way to use up your cabbage. If you have a ton of cabbage in the house, it's so healthy and it's so delicious, and it gets even better in the fridge overnight. So let's get started by making the dressing. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. And then next up, we're going to add some olive oil, a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. I actually had a dill flavored oil, which is so yummy in this, but don't worry, we're going to be adding dill later too. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar or lemon juice. I didn't have fresh, I'm just working with what I had in the house here. So either lemon juice or the red wine vinegar, then salt and pepper to taste. I actually love to add a ton of pepper in here, just adds a nice little bit of flavor. I just love freshly ground black pepper, put however much you like in there. Now I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of honey in here just to sweeten it up a little bit. This makes the dressing so nice. You could add maple syrup instead or just skip it all together. Now for the cabbage, we need half of a large head of green cabbage, shredded or grated. We're just using food processor here to make it super easy. Now back to the dressing. I'm actually going to blend it. I find it makes it creamier, better, tastier. I just like it so much better blended. It's optional, but I really like that. Now we need 3/4 cup of mixed pitted olives. So I'm using a combination of Kalamata and green olives. My husband's cutting those into quarters for me, and he's going to feed me a few. Yum. I love olives. And we have half a bunch of fresh dill. I'm just going to chop that up. You could use a little bit of dried dill in this if you don't have fresh dill. Of course, it's not going to be as good as when you have the fresh because it just adds so much flavor. And yum, more olives. Loving this. And I also cut up 3 to 4 green onions. I forgot to film that for some reason. Now we're just going to assemble the salad. You can see it's actually pretty easy to make as well, which I love. You could put any Greek salad dressing on here. It doesn't have to be exactly the one that I made. So I'm going to throw that cabbage in there. I had a huge cabbage, so I couldn't even put it all in. If you have 1 small cabbage, you can use a small head of cabbage. Now I'm going to add in the dill. I'm going to add in the sliced up green onions, and then I'm going to add the olives and the dressing, and I'm going to toss that up. This is going to make quite a few servings, so just so you know in advance, you might not want to put it all together at once depending on how much you're going to eat. I find it's really good the next day, but I don't like to leave it too long dressed in the fridge. So if you're making a big batch, you can just kind of keep the dressing to the side and the feta to the side and add that afterwards. This is going to make like 8 side servings or 4 really hearty big servings. You can totally serve this with some crispy roasted chickpeas, or you can put your favorite protein on it. You could serve it with some Greek style rice or potatoes. It's such a great side dish, but it's also really good, like I said, with your favorite protein on top if you want to make it a full meal. So healthy, so many health benefits to eating cabbage, and optionally you can add some feta. You can add a 1/4 cup, half a cup. Half a cup is going to make it taste really good. I'm just adding a 1/4 cup here to keep it a little bit light, and just going to toss that up. You can use vegan feta, whatever you want. You can skip it. So easy to make, such a great way to use up your cabbage. So healthy, so delicious. I hope you love this recipe, and make sure to like and subscribe to Essie Cooks if you want to see more healthy, delicious recipes like this one.